everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is what I got for my grocery haul this week. I do have the meat all ready to make what I'm planning to make for my main meal, which will be like a shepherd's pie, or I guess technically a cottage pie because it'll be made with ground beef. I already have the ground beef. I've taken it out of the freezer to defrost, but I'll show you what else I got. Starting over here, I got some more protein bars. These are the breakfast protein. They only have 8 grams of protein per serving, but that's fine. I'll have it along with some boiled eggs, which I also got some more of that. I do like to have these in the fridge because I don't always get around to boiling eggs. I know it would be cheaper to boil them myself, but sometimes convenience is worth the splurge. And so that's what I got for a breakfast option. I've got this Elite Core Power 42 grams of protein that I'm gonna try. I've never tried these before. Don't know if I'll like them. I got the 2 flavors that they had. So I'll put them in the fridge, let them chill, and then later on today I'll give them a try. I've got some milk because for the cottage pie I have some potatoes already. So I'm gonna use the potatoes that I have, the butter spread that I have, and a little bit of milk to make some mashed potatoes. I got some mixed vegetables for the cottage pie. So it's green beans, corn, carrots, peas, just the basics. So that'll go in the cottage pie. Got some cucumbers to snack on, as well as some celery. I picked up some honey because it's allergy season and my allergies have been terrible, and I thought this might help with that. So I'll be looking for ways to have some honey in the morning, or maybe I'll just have a teaspoonful. And then I got this double raisin cinnamon English muffins just to try a different type of flavor. I'm going to try to make some breakfast sandwiches with this. I bought some popcorn. These are 110 calories for a bag, so when I want to snack on something, this is pretty easy to grab and throw in the microwave. I bought some tortillas just to have to make wraps. I like to make egg wraps or egg tacos in the morning, egg salad wraps. I got 2 different varieties. I know I like these, but I'm going to try these too. Got some more veggies. I've got broccoli, cauliflower, and sugar snap peas. So those are easy, already cut up, ready to go. I didn't buy any fruit. I have some fruit to finish up, and I like to buy fruit fresh before I go to work to have as a snack because sometimes it goes bad pretty fast. Got some ice cream goodies. We've got this Tillamook German chocolate cake ice cream, yum. And this little shell to put on top of it. So this is a splurge. This will have to fit into my points. Sometimes I just have like a tablespoon at night. It's just enough to satisfy that sweet tooth. But I wanted to try this flavor because it's new. And you know, sometimes these things are temporary. They have a flavor for a little while, then it's gone. But they only had the big container. Otherwise, I would have bought a pint. So I've got lots of options. So stay tuned to see how I put all this together to make good meals this week. And don't forget to like and subscribe. For the cottage pie, I've got my ingredients right here. Some of this I already had. I had the ground beef already. I had the tomato paste. I had the potatoes and the, I can't believe it's not butter. The ground beef is from my butcher box. I've had it in the freezer for a while, so I'm trying to use up all what I have in my freezer. I've got this milk. I did pick up the milk to go along with the potatoes for the potato salad. I've got this tomato paste. That's just something I had in the fridge. The mixed vegetables, I did buy that today. I'm going to season it with Tony's Sasheries. I may also add some Italian seasoning and some parsley, maybe some basil, but for sure we're going to add Tony's. I've got the potatoes. I had these already from a previous recipe. I don't remember exactly what it was. And I've got the I can't believe it's not butter. I had that already. That's going to bring down the points rather than using real butter. The milk I've got to go along for the mashed potatoes. And I forgot to add an onion. I've got an onion I'm going to chop up with the ground beef mixture. So that's what I've got to put together to make this cottage pie. So stay tuned to see how I do that. I did add a little bit of olive oil to the pan to help the meat cook without sticking to the pan. And then I added my onion. I did add a bay leaf. And I just sauteed that all together before I added the meat. This is a higher percentage of fat meat than I usually buy, but I get 2 packages of free 85/15 ground beef in my butcher box, so I make sure to use it. I'm gonna drain it really well in a colander, and then I'm gonna pat out with paper towels a lot of that fat. I did add some Italian seasoning as additional seasoning, just like I said I would. And then I think I also add some basil and some parsley. I like to use the tomato paste that comes in these tubes. It's just easier than having to have some left over when you open a can because you never need a whole can. But I add about 2 tablespoons of this tomato paste. I cut my potatoes into these small wedges so they cook faster while they're boiling. I'm going to put the cottage pie filling into the pan. For the mashed potatoes, I kept it really simple. I just added 2 tablespoons of I Can't Believe It's Not butter and 2 tablespoons of the reduced fat milk. And that cut down on the points in a lot of ways, but if you're not watching calories or points, you can just use butter and regular milk if you prefer. I only had enough potatoes for a thin layer, but that's all right. It cut down on points and calories and it was still tasty. And right now I'm losing. I'm being successful in my weight loss attempts, so I want to keep it up. So I'm okay to have a thin layer this time. Everything was fully cooked, but I baked it in the oven just for a little while to get it crispy. I didn't add any shredded cheese. A lot of times I'll add shredded cheese, but just to keep the points lower, I didn't add any this time. You could totally do that, and then you just cook it until the cheese melts, but I just cooked it until it got a little crispy around the edges. And this is the final product. It was so good. I enjoyed eating it. I had 1 serving left that I didn't finish. I got a total of 4 servings. So I popped that last serving into the freezer, and in a couple of weeks, I'll have it as leftovers. I wanted to make some pre-made egg patties to go along with the English muffins that I got. So I got this silicone pan here, the red one you see right there on the side, and that's what I'm going to use. Put them all in the oven. It'll be quick, easier. They'll cook all at once. I've got my eggs, the turkey sausage that I already had. I already had the eggs as well. This thin sliced Kraft American cheese that I already had too. Before putting them in the oven, I just scrambled each egg in the little slot that it's in. That way it kind of mixes up. It makes more of a scrambled egg than just a sort of baked egg. And it turned out pretty good. I'll show you at the end the final product. I added 1 sausage link to each egg patty, and that helped me to finish up all my sausage links. So I finished up a package of something out of the fridge, which feels good. And of course I added Tony's sachets to each little patty. At this point, disaster struck. So the silicone pan that I bought at Amazon, it just was really flimsy. I hadn't taken that into account, so it kind of made a mess. I had to put it on this solid pan to keep it steady, and some of the eggs actually dripped out. One whole egg was lost. This one right there, I had to add a whole new egg because it all just dripped out and onto the pan, as you can see there. So I added another egg and it was fine at the end. This is the end product. So this is how I am slipping them out of the silicone pan. They came out really easy considering I didn't use any kind of oil or spray to coat the pan. And I've got my 6 egg patties. This is how I assembled it to take to work. I'm getting up really early tomorrow morning. It's my only early morning to work, but I've got the double cinnamon raisin English muffin right here. I'm gonna pop that in the toaster before work, and then I'll warm up the egg and the cheese. I'll probably wait and warm up the egg at work, and then I just put the slice of cheese on the sandwich and it kind of melts right there. That piece of foil is what I'm gonna wrap it in. So I'll probably wrap the English muffin after it's toasted to take it to work, but then I won't microwave the egg until I get to work. So that's how I'm packaging it, and I won't be able to get you a picture of it all put together because I'm filming this right before I take it to work tomorrow morning. So if I catch a picture of it tomorrow, I'll try to include it in next week's video, but that's how I'm packaging it to take to work. So that's an idea for you.